Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Roundabout. You already know what time it is. The weekly roundup of all the sporting events of the week. Now listen. I'm sorry. I was AWOL yesterday. Like, really, one day without any content is not a crime usually in this community. But for me, I consider that treason. I consider that an offense. I consider that jail time. I was like, raw. I'm actually angry with myself because, listen, you know how it is right now. We on a graft, people. We grafting. We covering every game known to man. And I didn't cover a single one of the shock results. It would have been so funny. It would have been so funny. But listen, going forward, we got much more games coming up for you, starting with United versus Leeds. Double watch along with PSG Marseille on the Wednesday night. So look forward to that. But listen, we're back. We're going through all the games at last on this channel. I feel unsatisfied this week. I feel like quite offended, to be honest. There's something not quite right in the air. It feels like things were going to plan. We'll leave my game to the side because we already spoke about that at length already twice on this channel in terms of review and then post-mortem. But Arsenal, if I'm to start with Arsenal, Sean Dyche's 4-5-1. Lump it, slump it, my Donnies don't eat crumpets. Shout out Young Philly every time. McNeil and Iwobi on the flanks, crosses into Calvert-Lewin. It felt so Burnley. It felt so British. It felt so right. It really did. It's exactly what was needed for Everton. All this time with Lampard, they haven't been kind of identifying their DNA with Tchaikovsky, with Cody, with Doucouré, with Onana. Just do what you can clearly see needs to be done, which is P&P, power and pace. Problems FC is what it became, and they won. Set piece, of course. This is classic Sean Dyche. This is football heritage. And I ain't even going to get onto Arsenal. I said it on DR. I'm not even going to get onto Arsenal. You're coming up against a manager who's been there, done it. For me, that's Everton safe now. They're done. They're out of there. I know it's early to call it, but I just look at the wealth of experience and knowledge, that V-shaped defensive structure that we all saw on Twitter.com. I like the sound of it, Dyche. He just doesn't try to be expansive. He doesn't try to be somebody he's not. He knows who he is, and he does it. And he does it. And he does it so well. And I said it on Stoppage. This is a tweet I saw on the T. I said, listen, you give Sean Dyche a bit of BLM, and it is a long day. It's a long day. It's a long day, and we all know where it is, man. You saw that midfield. They rocked it. They absolutely... Onana was unreal. He was unbelievable. Onana. This is the guy we were linked with. Again, this is why I didn't want him, and I still don't, right? But I'm gonna rank him higher than Matisse Nunes. This agenda continues, right? But I'm just saying, I ain't seeing it. We'll get to Wolves though, because they actually had a great day. But yeah, man, Everton, big win at the bottom of the table against Arsenal. Arsenal, look, for me, it's all about the response. I'm not gonna get giddy about it, and I keep saying it. Let's see what City do the following day before we get excited. I said it on DR. Everybody's going crazy now. Oh, is this just the fall off of Arsenal? Are they going to finally bottle this league? No. Hold on a second. I've been watching City week in, week out, like a hawk. Microscopic lens on your ass. Now listen. I said to Hugh. I said to Thabz. I said to Big Steve. I'm watching you closely. Do you remember when I said that they beat... Who was it at home? That they won a game against a relegation foddler a couple weeks back. You remind me in the comments who that was against. I said it on the Big Six. You didn't play that well though. I watched you. You weren't that great. But I was told other things by City fans. Blue Moon, I'm talking to you if you're watching this video. That's right, I remember your name. Yeah? I was told by... But some City fans agreed with me. They understood where I was coming from. I come from a place of love. I come from an oil brother perspective. I'm trying to look after you. Trying to feed you, clothe you, talk to you. Therapy. But some of you, man, don't want to see it. Some people now understand. It's a problem, isn't it? You lose to Tottenham away. I know this is not a ground that you travel well to. But my goodness gracious me. My goodness gracious me. If you're going to give a goal that early away to Harry Kane, then what do we do from here? And I keep talking about it. They're so narrow. They're so predictable. Haaland, how many touches did he have in the opposition box? How many touches did he have in the opposition? How many shots? I'm going to keep asking. Was he a threat? No, he wasn't. I said the same against Southampton when he came on with Kevin De Bruyne. Not a threat. Rico Lewis tucking in like Kimmich and Philip Lahm and Zinchenko. No width again with this three at the back situation. No overlapping fullbacks. No underlapping fullbacks. Chaos in the middle. Narrow team, narrow FC. I said it so many times with this Man City team. You guys keep telling me you're going to go on this 10-15 game unbeaten run or winning run. I am not seeing it. And this is why I'm not getting giddy. Yes, Jorginho comes on and Arsenal concede after a minute. My super spy, my secret agent, my FBI CIA, my brother from another mother, my Italian stallion, Georgie, or as some people say with a hyphen in the middle, Jorginho. Whatever you want to call him, that's my brother working overtime, doing extra hours, not even getting paid for these extra hours, grafting, crafting, and starving. This is Jorginho doing what he needs to do. I'm doing too much. He weren't even that bad, but you're gonna do all that, and then it's not rewarded because Man City decide that they're gonna lose. And by the way, Tottenham could have had a couple more. Harry Kane, 200 goals. Congratulations. Congratulations. You see how the pad matches the coat? We did that on purpose. But yeah, Harry Kane, I kept saying, this guy, I know after the World Cup it was very like popular to say that he's not world class or he's not that great or, you know, he's a bottle job. Cool, I said it already. He's in an environment of bottle jobs. He's surrounded by bottle jobs. His parents are bottle jobs. And when I say parents, I mean England and Tottenham. The father and son. Sorry. Ho, 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 ho. Father and mother. Jesus Christ. Father and mother. Bottle jobs. So that DNA, them red blood cells, it's all going around mixing together and it only produces one thing. But this guy, year in, year out, scores his goals. And I said it on Stoppage Time, which is coming out soon. Even when he took half a year off due to being annoyed that he didn't get the City move, this guy still pumped in, what, 16, 17 goals? This guy is a guaranteed sure thing in this league. You just got to give him credit where it's due. He does need to leave, and I believe that he is like that Van Persie. He is that final piece to the cake. He is that final cherry on the cake. If you get him in your team, any of these top teams get him in the summer, that's a Fergie signing. It's a Fergie signing. Whether you like it or not, it just is. He's consistent. He does what he does. So, very good footballer. Great footballer. So they do what they do. City are now 5 points clear. Arsenal have a game in hand, could go to 8. This is not going according to plan. Emergency meetings will be had. Oh, more than you can believe. Emergency meetings will be had. Today, tonight, 6 p.m. And City fans got a lot to answer for. Pep, what's the plan? Seems like experiments. Seems like Lilo and Stitch. Seems like 626, 627, 628, if you remember the movie. Unbelievable. Disney classic. Top of the range. Top of the range. Trust me. I'm actually kind of pissed that they had 628 experiments, right, in total, and we did not go through them one by one. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure you'll agree if you know. So, this City team not fulfilling me with confidence. I've said it many times, and I'm still stuck in the same position I was weeks back. You guys are worrying me massively. And this is not... I mean, the only redemption is a Champions League win, but I'm not seeing that either, the way you guys are playing. So, we move. This has been coming for City. We saw it against Southampton. We saw it against Everton. Seen it even in the first game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the league. We've seen this from City time and time again. Let's not even get into it. I'm pissed. Wolves beating Liverpool 3-0. Are you guys finally ready to admit that you're not getting top 4? Are you really ready now to come and sit next to me at the dinner table? Come sit on the kiddie table. You guys are like the 15, 16-year-old that continues to keep trying to sit on the adult table at Christmas. That's what Liverpool are. You are not a big doggy dog anymore. Come and sit at the kid table with the chicken nuggets and chips with the ketchup. Would you like mayonnaise? Would you like mustard? Would you like barbecue sauce? Come and sit down and come and chit chat to the toddlers. Ask them how their day was, colouring books, how school's going, key stage 2. Just get used to it. Stop trying to be someone or something that you're not, that you used to be. You need to come to reality. This is not your time anymore. You guys are awful. In every single department from back to front, you are atrocious. You're Joel Matip, injury prone, Konate, Van Dijk. But Matip comes in, mistakes galore. People are running through your midfield like there's nothing. Bacitic, young player, lost all his duels. Thiago, not tracking runners. Just like Eriksen for Man United when they were playing up against the Fodens and whatnot at the Etihad. You see these deep lying playmakers that want to play in double pivots but can't track their runners for that goal? Hey! Track your runners. Track your runners. And if you can't track your runners, well then, what are we going to do? Who's going to do it for you? Or are you just going to it's just not your business, not your problem, right? You got a young kid next to you, you ain't tracking your runners. Cool. I don't need to keep going through the team. Nunes missing chances. Salah, same shit every single week. Trent, same shit every single week. Whole team dead out here, done out here. You will not be going on your 10-game winning run. You will not be making top 4. You might actually beat Real Madrid, who lost again this weekend. Lost period, 1-0 against Mallorca. They are now, I think, 8 points behind Barcelona in the league. You might beat them in the Champions League. It's going to be a great game. You know, we got out-of-form Liverpool versus out-of-form Real Madrid. We got in-form Barcelona versus in-form Man United. It's going to be very interesting, these ties. Maybe swap them 4 teams around and stick them into different competitions, because 2 of them should be in the Champs and 2 of them should be in the Europa. Flip that. Flip the script. So Liverpool, I don't know how we've gained a point on you, Chelsea, after the atrocity that we put up. And again, after what we did, listen, early days with all these new signings, but walk before you can run. Walk before you can run. I ain't going to be hearing no more disrespect. People are saying, oh, Chelsea just immediately get into top 4 now. Are you going to disrespect Brentford, who won again this weekend? Are you going to disrespect Fulham, who got a point at Stamford Bridge? Are you going to disrespect Brighton, whose Matoma on the left wing is twisting up, man? Outside the right boot passes, doing whatever he likes. You're going to disrespect Matoma and Brighton, who won again this weekend. Two teams took more points and got further away from us. And then another team that drew with us. Listen, I expect us to finish ahead of these teams. Otherwise, in my opinion, we've underperformed. But we have to walk before we can run. We should be finishing ahead of these teams. We should be being in the top 6 with the money we spent. Minimum, that's even disgrace in itself. But put some respect on these man's names, because they are doing the business. They're holding it down. And I would actually not mind if these men got their Europa League football. I think it's fully deserved. The way that halfway through the season so far, it's a shame if all of them miss out, or one of them, because they all deserve more than you can believe they deserve. So just bear that in mind, people. Now, obviously, we had an absolute cracker. Aston Villa versus Leicester. The catalogue of defensive errors was just distasteful. Martinez, what are you doing? The defending on both sides. Iheanacho getting time and space. These men wanted Iheanacho to have a hat-trick. They were just laying it on a plate for him. These men were chefing it up in the kitchen, saucing it up, spicing it up, flipping, dicing, spicing. And they just laid everything on a plate for Iheanacho. Yum, yum. It was insane. This brother, that stat pad would have been insane. Hairline would have made a living off that. Made a living off that. He ain't scored at Stamford Bridge. He ain't scored at Tottenham now. He ain't scored at Anfield. But you see that game there? If Hairline was playing against that Villa defence, lights out. Long day. Long day. Long day. United obviously beat Palace. Casemiro wants to be a clown again. I don't know what's going on with that, brother. He just obviously wants a break, just want to take annual leave.
Oh, well, what I might do is I might smash into somebody just to make me feel better.
Just wants to skip a couple games here and there. Red card here, red card there, red card everywhere. It's mad. This guy just, when he wants his break, he go and get it. It's insane. Stupid. Especially when comfortable lead 2-0. Why do that? Rashford though, that whole team goal was unreal. I've been saying it, and I even said it at the Etihad when they lost 6-3. There was one of those goals that they scored. It might have been the Anthony one. Proper team goal. If you look at United so far, I know that going forward they're not completely connected. Garnacho comes on impact. Did it against Man City. Rashford's kind of carrying Anthony. Weghorst. Martial. On the bedside table. But when Man United have got things going, some of the team goals that have been scored, Venice Equa, some wonderful stuff. And that's a 2-1 win for them as well. And I think for me personally, they got top 4 on the wraps at the moment. Like I said, their trajectory is slightly up and up. They're getting better and better. And unfortunately, that's just the facts. Barcelona 3-0 winning at Sevilla. Like I said, extended their lead. Inter Milan beating AC Milan. I didn't get to watch these games, unfortunately. I was a busy boy. But yeah, that is to round up everything. Now, it's a long day. Enzo, well, let me not go anywhere without telling you who I'm riding or dying with this season. Enzo. Yep, that's right. I can officially announce Enzo. Yep. 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 New number 5. Yep. You see that? And we're gonna go again. Hold on a second. We going again. Yeah, that's right. It's a loanee. João Felix. Yeah. Man, no one be saying, how are you going to get a loanee shirt? Well, listen, watch me. When it comes to our attack, Mudryk, young kid. Let's see how it goes. I didn't know the geezer too well. He was twerking for Arsenal. We still mending our fences and relationships. Madueke. Hopefully the muscular injuries don't continue. Keep them hamstrings strong. I'll see you soon. Let's see how it goes. Intrigued more than you can believe. But when it comes to these two, Felix and Enzo, I feel like I know these brothers well. I'm investing all the stocks. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go with Enzo and Felix. Let's go. Zhao. Pedro Porro. Hold tight. Yeah? Hold tight. We're coming for you soon. And Royale said, you want come get my place? Come and get it. This brother put in a masterclass out of nowhere. He's usually awful putting a masterclass. It's a fair play. I rate it. I respect it. I ain't even gonna begrudge it. So that's my two stallions that I'm putting my stocks in. And I hope they go kaputs. And I hope I make my money back in tenfold. They were expensive. The shirts, the names, and the players. Everything was expensive. Big up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up the likes. I will see you guys on Battle of the North for that cooking at 6. London Club's Carnage as well. Lead judges will be on that as well. Special guests next couple of weeks. And I'll see you as well on Wednesday. Double watch along. It's what we do. Big up your damn selves. In a bit, people. Peace.